What's going on, guys? This is your boy Joel TFD here. Welcome back at again with a brand new review for you guys today. Today I've officially watched the first episode of season 1 of How I Met Your Mother, and honestly I got put onto this show so many times. So many people has recommended me the show, and I'm finally got my hands on it, watched the first episode, and I'm definitely going to be doing a review of the first episode of every season and obviously the season reviews. So expect a lot of videos because I believe it's 9 seasons if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I'm actually really excited to head straight into this show. Before we head straight into the review though, make sure you hit the like button. Also subscribe to the channel if you are new. I'm trying to get to 750 subscribers before the end of the year. It will really mean a lot if you guys can help me reach that goal. But we're also generally close to hitting 600 subscribers, so if you want to help me reach that goal instead, that would also really mean a lot. Anywho, let's head straight into How I Met Your Mother, episode 1 of season 1. Honestly, looking back at like comedic type of shows, you know, when it comes to it, you know, and like I know this is more of like a love type of show, and but like also comedic because this was actually pretty funny. But like looking back at like that whole genre in general, you know, like really early 2000s type of comedic love stories and everything, I don't really recall the last time I really laughed at one of them, if that makes sense, you know. I mean, like, I wouldn't consider Drake and Josh being one of them, you know, but like it was an old 2000 show and it was comedic, you know, and there's kind of some love there, you know, but it wasn't as much as like with this show, honestly, because obviously the show is about, most likely about romance and everything. But watching this episode really got me a good couple of chuckles here and there, honestly, and I think that was like my one kind of worry about the show, honestly, because like at least for me personally, I definitely want to go back into watching it, but like I tried getting into The Office, but like the first episode I was kind of like it didn't intrigue me as much, honestly, and a lot of people say that like the first few episodes might get a little bit hard to get into, honestly, but gradually it gets better and better. So I definitely want to give The Office again another try, but like with this show, like the first episode really got me a good couple of chuckles, honestly, and I really did like that about the show, honestly. And like I just kind of like the whole thing that's going on, you know, like I don't know, it's just very like, it does feel some type of refreshment in some type of way, because I think this is like the first show that like that's comedic and has romance, you know, like that I am watching. So it's definitely something that I'm actually kind of curious and actually really excited about watching like the rest of the season, because it's like, I don't know, I think it definitely has to play a part that everyone's kind of been recommending me to watch the show, honestly, because I've never watched it. This is the first time ever. So I think that definitely has to play like a huge part of why I'm actually generally like happy to get into this, you know. And also, and definitely this is like my first time watching this like type of like genre combined, if that makes sense, you know, on a show or like in the show actually. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for like the rest of the season. But it's actually pretty funny, honestly, because like one of my friends that recommended me this, honestly, kind of told me that I kind of reminded them of Ted, and I kind of see that, honestly. And it's not like, it wasn't like a jab or anything like that, it was just more like, you know, like they could sense that type of energy with me, and I'll admit, I think there's like some part of me that's kind of like Ted, honestly. But I thought it was funny that like at the end, you know, like he was telling his kids that like, and that's how I met your Aunt Robin. What? And it was actually pretty funny, honestly, to see that happen and everything. Another thing that's crazy actually is I did not know that David Henry was in this, honestly. I was genuinely surprised. It opened David Henry and I was like, what the heck? What? He's here? So it was definitely funny to see that, honestly, and it was just funny. It definitely was funny, honestly. Again, I'm generally excited to watch the rest of the season, honestly. And I really like that cab driver. That cab driver was mad funny, honestly, especially in the end when they were like in that bar getting the drinks and everything. He was like, to one hell of a night. And I also really like Barney too. I like all of the characters so far. I feel like each and every one of the characters definitely have their like unique type of friendship, chemistry type ish, and it really is intriguing to the story and everything so far with this episode. But again, I'm actually really excited to see the rest of the season, you know. I don't really have a lot to say, especially since this is just the first episode, so definitely when the season finishes, you guys will see a more like longer video of me kind of talking about my like thoughts about the season and everything like that, and how I'm interpreting these episodes, because again, there's a couple of people too that told me that like this show has kind of helped them in a way with like relationships and everything like that, and I feel like I could take some advice with that also, because especially with like Too Hot to Handle, let's say, I watched that show. Obviously it's more like, oh, like intense challenges and everything like that, you know. It's taught me a couple of things about relationship, obviously, because it shows more about like not the sexual side of things, just more the connection, and I feel like I could like develop some type of ways of how I can develop it into my next relationship or something like that, you know. And this kind of like the growth, you know. So yeah, I'm actually really excited to watch the rest of the season, but that is going to be the end of my review. If you guys did enjoy the review, make sure you hit the little bell notification, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Peace out, guys. Remember, guys, to enjoy your day, make every day nice day. Everyone stay positive and be positive. You guys already know to have a positive mindset. Peace.